Hello again. How are you today? I'm fine. Welcome to my channel, IELTS with Ralph. Today is our fourth part in academic IELTS writing task 1. And as I mentioned in our previous part, today we're going to talk about coherence and cohesion. So what is coherence and cohesion? It's our second let's say it's the second area that the examiner will score you. And well, according to band descriptors, to achieve band 7 or higher, you must logically organize your information and ideas with a clear structure. And the structure, I told you that our first paragraph will be introduction, then overview, and paragraph 3 and paragraph 4. I discussed this part in our previous video. And remember to connect sentences and paragraphs together with cohesive devices, or let's say words, linking words like however, moreover, furthermore, and words like this. All right, today we will actually work on cohesive devices, different words and linking words we will work, and how to connect your ideas and your sentences together. And remember something, do not overuse cohesive devices. You will lose mark, all right? If you just want to show the examiner, I'm able to use so many cohesive devices, all right? So don't overuse. Use these cohesive devices wherever necessary, all right? So for overview, actually, the overview part will be discussed later in detail. However, when you finish writing introduction and you want to go to a writing overview, so your first word will be actually a linking word, all right? So for using overview, you can use one of these words. Overall, generally speaking, in general, in brief or in short, by and large, basically, as a rule, essentially, on the whole, or all things considered. One of these words you can use for writing overview, all right? Then for opening, sometimes you want to refer to particular data, especially in paragraph 3 or paragraph 4. You need kind of cohesive devices related to opening. So for opening, you can use one of these words: considering, regarding, in regards to, moving on to, in terms of, specifically or to be specific, when it comes to, or with respect to. So these cohesive devices can be used for opening. All right, our next cohesive device will be about comparison. For example, similarly, if two things are similar, the data you're referring to are similar, similarly, or likewise, it has the same meaning as similarly, or equally, right? These three words have the same meaning. You can use either of them. However, when you refer to data, which is quite different from the previous data, you can use cohesive devices like compared with or compared to. Compared with or compared to. In comparison, right? Similar to, when data or the data you're referring to is similar, as, or like, right? These are these cohesive devices can be used like similarly or likewise or equally. Sometimes you want to compare, right, or contrast, and you need some cohesive devices. For example, like on the contrary, when data is a bit different from the previous data you mentioned. Or in or by contrast, in contrast, or by contrast. On the other hand, for example, I've talked about increase. Now I'm going to talk about decrease. So it's quite a little bit different. So I can say on the other hand. Then conversely, remember, after these cohesive devices, you have to use comma. Conversely, nevertheless, nonetheless, though, although, even though, despite, in spite of, while, whereas, unlike, or instead. So these are cohesive devices that we can use for contrast. Some of them, after some of these cohesive devices will have comma. Some of them do not need comma, which I will talk about punctuation later. And then we have duration of time, describing durations of time. Sometimes we are talking about the beginning of graph or chart. So for the beginning, we need some sentences. We need to know some cohesive devices. So here, some of them. At the beginning of the period, at the beginning of the period, comma. At the beginning of the period. When you refer to the beginning of a period. At the start of the period. At the start. Or originally, comma, don't forget to use comma. Commencing from 1990. It means beginning in 1990. Commencing from 1990. In the first half of the year. In the first half of the year. Or for the first quarter. For the first quarter. All right? So this is for beginning. Sometimes you're referring to data and you want to talk about during the period. All right? So we will have quite a few cohesive devices here. For example, over the period covered by the graph. Over the period. It can be, for example, from 1990 up to 2020. Over the period covered by the graph. Or you can say throughout the measured or throughout the recorded or studied period. All right. So don't forget to use comma. Then you can say over the period of, or during the period of, or during the next 2 months or quarters, during the next. So maybe you have actually talked about the first 3 years, and then you want to refer to the next 4 years. You can say during the next, for example, 4 years, right? Or you can say within a time span of 3 years when you are referring to 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, all right? So when you want to analyze data in specific time period of, for example, 3 years, you can say within a time span of 3 years. Or you can say within 2 years, within 2 years. You can say from, for example, from 1990 to 2000. From 1990 to 2000. Between 1990 and 2000. After 1990, for example, or by 1990, or in 1990. You can say, for example, during or in the 1990s or mid-1990s. During 1990s. During mid-1990s. Or in the 1990s. It means from 1990 up to 2000. In January or by January. Right? In January, exactly in January, or by in January. So we'll talk about in and by later. Previous month or previous year, when you're referring back to the previous year or month. Next year, for example, or next quarter, or a year later. So these are cohesive devices that when we want to talk about during a time period, we can use one of these cohesive devices. And when we refer to the end of the period, we can use one of these sentences or cohesive devices. By the end of the period. By the end of the period. Don't forget comma. By the period's end. By the period's end. In the final week or in the final month of the period. Or the last quarter of the year. the last quarter of the year. So it depends actually on the graph or chart. So these are just sample sentences, or some of them are some cohesive devices that you can use to reach coherence and cohesion in your writing. Remember that a quarter of your score depends on, let's say, coherence and cohesion. So if you can use correctly these cohesive devices, then you will not lose any marks in this part. So this is very, very important. Again, our next parts, we will work more on coherence and cohesion and how to use cohesive devices. So this part was just give you some list of very, very common cohesive devices that you can use in your writing. I hope that you have enjoyed today's lesson. Our next part will be about grammar, grammatical range and accuracy. We will work on some grammar mistakes that students have in writing task 1, and we'll work on those areas. So stay tuned. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. Until next time, goodbye.